LGD, all right, LGD.Forever are going to have this ban. This is one of the recent changes. They're going to have this ban into pick to open up the second phase. So Mineski, the clockwork off the board makes a little more sense for Mineski now.
You effectively get 3 bans, phase 2.
Would you call that a minor change in the patch?
I would call it a pretty big patch.
I mean, I think eventually it proves to be a decent sized change. I think initially, before the teams have a chance to really theory craft and draft around it, it's pretty minor.
It has changed that second phase ban, though, isn't it?
Very nice.
Look at that. The Abaddon Underlords, they know that with the Dragonite already in the pool, like they're going to have a problem getting enough damage out, especially from their Gyrocopter.
So a lot of focus on Ice again.
Yeah, especially because there's always the potential to run Ice on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. Is that Pango ban as well, first phase?
Yeah.
No, they are. Although it does have to be said, they are in the last 10 times they've run the Furion, they are 7-1 with jabs on the Nature's Prophet, only 1-1 with Ice on that hero. So it is more than likely support.
Yeah. They've pretty much run it. In fact, they have run it as support ever since 7.11.
Look, I know it's not in the meta. I know it is vulnerable to the laning counter picks, but I want to see an Inflame Batrider. I really do.
I want to see a Techies, but that's about as likely as happening as that.
Get off my... Oh my God.
Sand King.
Slack has infected you.
Still out there.
So I don't know how I stand with Slacks, right? Because we're anti-Windrunner.
Spirit instead.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, so, that hasn't been out for a while.
And this is an Afu special. Afu, at some point last year, Afu was right up there. Afu, GH, and Tims were my 3 top-rated Earth Spirit players going into TI last year. I still think he is amazing on his hero. It's fallen out of the meta for sure, but I really like this. It solves that initiation issue that they had in the last match.
I'm a bit surprised because
at TSL1 as well.
Sand King still gives you that same initiation factor. Maybe, in fact, he's even better at the initiation because it's a hard initiation. But it's also because I always like Sand King versus the Furion because he's such a good support or core at being able to just like push out waves really quickly. And that just helps negate some of the problems that Furion brings to the table.
For sure, and Sand King Jakiro is also a much easier support duo to execute than Earth Spirit Jakiro is a very high skill cap support duo in terms of the combos that you need to hit to control those mid game team fights.
Yeah, Rubik versus Jakiro I think is just one of those free Rubik games.
Ice Path.
Yeah, you steal Ice Path, you steal any of those really long animation. Like Jakiro's long animation on literally everything. So Rubik just has value with no animation.
Turning around, I should add.
Yeah. That's why Jakiro should never retreat from a fight, Paul.
Oh.
Just keep going in, Paul.
Austin, do you want to know Austin's hourly rate
these last 3 years? My God.
3 years, Paul?
Wow, that was some.
Actually, nearly 4.
I heard somebody yelling there during the draft. That's pretty good. Somebody's getting hyped.
I don't think that was a player.
No?
No, I think that was Slacks.
Oh. Never mind. Jake's in the building.
I don't know. Maybe one of the players is playing a pub and he got really pissed off or something, but what if one of the players is like amping themselves up in the draft?
He's like, yeah, Beastmaster!
I am so in with this LFY draft. This is the single target initiation from the Roar. It solves so many of the issues that we had in the previous game. It makes the combo of the Earth Spirit and the Jakiro your supports easier to execute. It gives you that wave clear that Cap was concerned about. I'm much more in with this LFY draft than I was in the previous game.
Well, that's the same.
Easy.
Cap, you feel the same?
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, compared to the last draft, sure.
I think this team is good, and I wanted them to give themselves a chance in the draft. I felt they just didn't do that in game 1.
Yeah. What was the Beastmaster win rate at MDL?
2-13.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And here it's 33%.
Yeah. No. Look,
so it's not had the best of tournaments.
And I firmly believe, again, the opinions differ widely on this. I firmly believe it's because so many teams have figured out how to play against the Beastmaster aggro dual lanes. But here, it's LFY that has the Gyrocopter Jakiro, one of the combos that LGD has used to deal with the Beastmaster aggro duels. I don't see necessarily the same stability on the side of Mineski in terms of a core support combination that's going to be able to keep the Beastmaster out of that offlane.
I think the I thought the Beastmaster was very good because I thought Mineski was going to go for like a Lifestealer or a Luna. Maybe a Juggernaut. Like, and a Beastmaster's good against all of those heroes, right? Like, Luna does not like the Necronomicon, nor does she like the
Is there a butt coming here?
No.
Oh, good. Okay,
no
good. I actually thought you were going to be like, but all right,
Beastmaster was a solid pick, and Mineski still go for the Luna. I think they need it in this kind of lineup because they have to. I think they have to put this Furion as a support and focus more on the team fight aspect to take advantage of the fact that Earth Spirit and Beastmaster are not going to give you that, right?
Yes. Look, everything you said, absolutely dead on. I will add, I have some concerns with Mushi specifically on his Luna, okay? The game that he had yesterday, some of his eclipses were suspect, and more importantly, this is a hero that he will fall into that trap of win a fight, go farm your next item. They need to stay active on this Luna around the map, just like he did on his Gyro in the last game.
What if they got like Omni Knight though, to make it hard for the Beastmaster to focus down any of these
I am
heroes?
very, very down with Ice Omni Knight here. I think it's a great game for it.
I wish they had picked Troll, honestly.
Really?
But
I think Troll, I think there's enough in the pool that has, I think if you pick Troll there, I think LFY comes back with 5th pick Lina, and I think Troll just gets Lagooned down. Is Doom still in the pool? Yeah, I think Doom's another option here. Underlord is out.
Yeah.
Underlord's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
you won't. You need some. You have no good initiation on the side of Mineski.
That's true. You could actually turn around and pick a support here as well. You could pick a Sand King yourself here. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Initiation. There you go,
Yeah.
Brewmaster.
That's much better than the team fight options of, what do we say, Omni Knight and like all these other here. Like, they don't give you the hard initiation that you really needed out of this. Here, Mineski pick a good team fighter that is going to make sure that he actually locks heroes down to make fights happen.
And he gives you that threat of early rotations. You know, Mushi is not a resolution style Luna player that's going to go rotate at level 5 just because it screws over the enemy core. They needed something that was going to have that big level 6 rotational threat.
I think Viper and Razor are a little value, but they're very early game focused.
Okay, look. So this is a super staple. Yeah. Especially when they were hot last year. Super plays this sniper extremely well. His positioning is good. Until I saw the Brewmaster pick, I would have loved that sniper, but I think Brew has the ability to get in the middle of the fights, send the sniper up in the air, you kill the rest of the team in isolate.
Yeah, Dragon Knight does that too, right? He gets a Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade. Like, he can find the sniper. Sniper is a traditional counter to Luna, though. Yes. So that is a big part that I like about the sniper. It felt like they had a 1-to-1, like, we're basically going to beat out their carry.
Yep. Is it enough?
I think this is close, to be honest.
Yes, it is. And I am going to take LFY here. I think this is not the easiest lineup to execute, but I have seen them execute in the past. If they can play the way that they were playing 9 months ago with this draft against Mineski's, I think they have a real shot to win.
Okay.
I will go Mineski.
All right. Very definitively, both have gone for each of the two teams. As we head into game number 2, let's bring in our commentary team, boys. It's Sniper versus Luna. We usually know how that finishes.
How does that finish for you, Kevin?
It honestly depends. Like, does the sniper get ahead? Does get good gap close items? Like, can your allies like be the buffer between you? Like, is your Earth Spirit rolling in and ulting like 5 people as sniper walks in? Like,
is there just proper TPing in behind you and causing you all worlds of hurt kind of thing?
Yeah.
For me, I'm loving the lineup. I love having that Brewmaster as the last one that can just jump in behind the lines, cause absolute chaos, and then you've got the minion army plus from a Luna push, just force so many issues. So on that front, I'm kind of on board with the way Mineski's lineup goes, but I also see a lot of strength in LFY's lineup. I see a lot of weakness unless they can execute it right.
I do like watching Sniper a lot, though. There's a lot of different builds that you can go with him. I assume it's going to be something like a Maelstrom since the item was buffed so much, but I'm curious to see how the laning stage goes. Mid against Dragon Knight should be fine relatively as Sniper, but he's going to have a little bit of last hitting trouble while Dragon Knight has the first couple levels.
Yeah. But then he'll hopefully get over that and not get hit by too many of the breathe fires. Looks like Ice, Ninja Boogie already preparing in the mid lane to try and go for some early aggression. They're not near the runes instead. That's actually LFY who have moved aggressively to the north. It's very nice to watch a game of Arfu Earth Spirit.
Yeah, it's been a while. The heroes off a bit, doesn't contest lanes quite as good as other heroes. A lot better as a roamer.
Oh, they're trying to force in towards the town. You've got a couple of creeps hitting in to the Beastmaster. Rolling boulder forward actually connects. Mushi, he doesn't really have anything to help. He went for the Lunar Blessing. He went for the extra damage, and Jab's burning so quickly. And Mushi also slowed up. Not what he wants to have. It's that Orb of Venom, but then with Nature's Prophet trees, they're holding the Beastmaster in, trying to buy time for Mushi to beat into him. But the Tango regeneration and the 3 mangoes. There's more regeneration than Mushi can remove life for.
I like how they did that. He prepped with axes. By the time the real fight was happening, a second axes got to come out, and just in time, DDC is able to get the dual breath for the cash. So there's actually an aggro tri-lane, surprisingly. We'll see if it sticks around like this, but I mean, it is a pretty good tri-lane. Lots of damage lots of damage output between the 3 heroes. And back at the safe lane, this is a Brewmaster, which should be fine for Zhao for now.
It does start to beg the question too, like if they can keep Mushi shut down, can the DK bring it back? Can anyone really bring it back? Courier snipe in mid. One more attack from Boogie will do it. And that had 3 tangos on it. That was heading towards Super by the looks of it. He already got his salve.
Must have been someone else's.
Yeah, it's gyrocopters. Gyrocopters, tangos.
Poor guy. It's going to be annoying, especially he's got a lane rotate now. Looks like Earth Spirit will come back down here, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit less regen, but at least the support was there.
Rolling boulder goes into ice. Already used the homing missile as well as flat cannon. Flat cannon comes off cool.